Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM. It was a special edition here, bro. Very important personality. Now, menino eba bidin komo na yebeshe. We're just about 177 days to election 2024. Said the political parties ne boabo mo na ahokeka ewremu no enya asem ketwa. His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on in another Danko Kufuado and the NPP and Bontoa Omo Kansama Hodo just recently wonum Eastern region Omdumania Kwakopi was Santimantem Bontoa promises upon promises same with the NDC led by former President John Dramani Mahama on also Enamua Oya campaign with the 24-hour economy messenger or the amount for. But in the NDC and Omahokeka NDC for who said this is a time say NPP for Enya 8 years there said the SC in the past I will say to me see into more come which I say umbetimi Enya to me come December 7 Ghana for betraba their mom the NDC side to me recapture power. Into mutu ana mombebre including a normal betimi ama party no etumi aka no ho abom baabia na ansembi esi nansen ewo Madina abranche bi yi ni teacher say obetu anabo Javier Sosu kire party no de ne fa akwan bi so a osusu say na enye kwampa at a point he was even told in the face he said onye NDC ni bio and so no akwa se obeginem e de ama NDC amanyoko no ewo Madina Constituency and so born no abewie no na the party vetting committee decided say abranche no omuhunu se onye party pa enti omo disqualify no eno ehu abufuo e ma ne tisi abonten ka sesa na tie dia party amasom various capacities many party na yadwuma imne committees ahodo ayadwuma my plays various roles at the ama party no in the past obetimi afa at the free John Mills a pencil at the ababedu nemo se menka ho a abranche ne nsem a woka ne sesa na tie dia ono nso obeko independent na independent a woko no enenne asemfoforo akopiem I was say yenemu eche. Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM when it say all our social media platforms so I Debra on Facebook happy 98.9 and we're here on TikTok and other social media platforms. If I'm a Reynolds Ajman, which I'm Huaba, I'm introducing my guest the actual. Mama akwa banfamra fact sheet so ene efie de nkomohwam e de blo abato no mu gidi enya asem kito afei na wu feel say political parties no ekeka omo ho ne kan political parties e wintimi kan NPP na unja NDC odo omo your opponent enso ma na montuo no aye center for mienu a omo akontokwa no ene ye di nkomo me guest yera Prince Zakaria Moses, Prince Moses Zakaria. Zaka na manfo edefreno Madina Constituency. He is my guest. They were born komo. Say the ababe todwa and say wase pano chano independent or be declares work ono wejai. Na ntia eba ne kire se nitra ye wenyai kwa ese aboa no e de eja kwa yenya no kwa. Manfo nsem omo kan ne kire se wajisika negotiations be a course. Ono me guess TNT e de ne ko mu a ema Prince Moses Zakaria decided say uncontested honorable Sosu bill. Sika sen waje ka ben na nsa kan e dan ben ne de a che no enti afi wo so wonko bill. Honorable amu akwaba ye nua apomo e ami adom e yan popon ase ya say share bill safi pepe e say the why yeah, then I'm yes. Yeah, bonfire say me minim say me yasin me jina bia say inshallah enche me ye. Scad waje nyina ho sa pebi aka. Ya me nchire me bibia wona me yentem nkosesa. Na no e share no ani abre. Say uji seat no Madina. And indeed, na ase wa ho keka wo Madina ne se de amanfo si boje wo so no na e wo soro pa. Me konkwati ya yase wo se afi wejai. And then I saw a statement to that effect. Our signature eshase. We kotie bio na kire se eyampa. Na metie no na amanfo wo constituency ho titiri wo mu ani bi di wachire kura bi ka se wako Jessica. Say na unyae.
Yo, minia, you know, me that say. When the very first interview I made grant say after truce no a course. One of the key reasons in here my grant those opportunity to you ne unim say mo fie hoye me fie dada. I have worked with the ETV before and offer me to say me pupu miti. But that's it. O question no me year no simple. Kapre aya bomutokru. Kwa menji biye. Na sani awkan no sa pepepe. Nsem ne nam frama mu bebre se me kwaji sika ansana me si form. Menye obi a me wo sika bebre. Sani I'm not financially rich or wealthy person, but I am rich, I'm wealthy in so many facets. Sika famu so de nia me de ebe kura me honi me busua emo me enti menye sika mepe sika ehonte menya mepe minim se also onya bia ope but enye sika nyi sika na ye bibia sabe menfa sika minni sika echi enya men crofo embitre men crofo ubisaya titriu ne ama mi jemu and say fide one me declare intention. The day I always say this that yeah vetting no we unim say me declare my intention to contest independently our regional secretariat of National Democratic Congress wha the PA after the treatment no and me babe ma a grant interview ho that night me die pa me obi a me ma nsemu enha me. Yes, so when in troubled times momono I just let things go. So honestly that day na homachi mentimi ansori anye fajo my dawn prayers because I overslept. When you unya name Honorable Joshua Kamba.
Really?
Yes, his 7th call in your name. Early dawn. He had called 6 times earlier. I had overslept, so 7th one in your name. And no Pamicho says, Zach, don't do this. Being Jaimanonka, I shouldn't contest.
A day after your declaration?
Yeah, a day after the declaration. That's a day after the vet. And since then, the calls kept coming. A lot of people have spoken with me, but honestly speaking, I've been determined to contest. Honorable Kovandapoy, Honorable Harun Al-Hassan, and Haruna Idrisu, former minority leader, he kept speaking with me almost every week, on phone and then in person. My designer, anytime I get to my designer, I pray my afternoon prayers at his office, private office. Uhumi ohobi a ochemetina se ne meka. Said don't do that. Phone so be frame. Honorable Elvis Efri Ankra, my former boss, settle for you in. No pennyful be brave, but honestly, I was bent at contesting. And yes, sir, yani me dini or vetting inti, and I me person me contest. But no cruel woman say, Madina had received me well and wanted me to represent them.
As you mean, before we lace boot so be coveting no na what the ho akere Medina for awie nti no mo hu de wo mu peso mo
yeah
o ko represent you
sure unim say o question minim say question no be san baby o ma say maybe o mdi amame ansan say yakọ so penifo ene me kasa bebre at the point in time on man penida dan kasa task force yeah omushia me made up of ambassadors retired former ambassadors led by Ambassador Major General retired Karl Modi na Ambassador Umar Sanda, Ambassador Sylvanus Tamaklo, and Mr. Peter Mahama. They've had extensive engagements with me. Retired Colonel Bevlulati, on my ranks, sometimes. He also extensively, I've had series of engagements with him when we were, in NDC, during my work, also Kakra, Ijuma Kakra, and so on. So he's someone I have great respect for and I listen to. Now, so I engage me. Now, Reynold, only baby. Me J Penny as a missy form. My key condition. And they say, and I'm Missunti. Mechitafu be brave, the Constituency Executive Committee of Madina, and you more in Dini. Be brave. Ya suspend you. I suspend ya, means you almost suspend the Honorable Sorogo Sota, meanwhile, and you're not correct. I suspend one of the most experienced local government level politicians at Wagana Hanum. Friend of Madina, friend of Baba Pantai. Osaye, one of the key pillars of NDC, or Madina. Mentioning this reminds me of something that happened, terrible events that happened to Madina, NDC, and NDC as a whole yesterday. Madina. Yeah, Mami, Madam Rejoice Ahiable. Or yeah, kingpin pa in the establishment of NDC in Madina. Why yeah, NDC Juma sa ma NDC Juma no fi a okufi or talk from one sorry biom. Me take this opportunity mano yako na nebusuanso me mano shedding me ma NDC fraternity now, so particularly in Madina and the entire country as a whole, so shedding. So mentoaso me je penny as a missy form. Nintia me je penny as a missy form, ne say on man penny dada ankasano abembi. Na me de koto me penny for Madina and penny for. Any almost plus my campaign team in pinning for Madina Hempon, Meneno, me call Jane Adventure, and a man penny back on war Madina, Sheikh Salman, and also me call Jane Adventure, and a moi my campaign team in penny for handle me so because Joe my adventure. Penny fui ama bobomudi. Etu me for say ye tufu e wo dem na wentia ye be tufu abonten iti ti opani no na ti mpenifo efutu omo ama na ya enyon okosusu hu kiro bia odi ochitafo ina omonte ase dodo ono nte ase untimi entake sa decision no bema and then numedro enyon jepenie ne sifom na usifom wia ehunsunsun so ababa yina so giso a ye ka wate wante na srebo ne fache se wechitafo wafom momom fanchew na yenhwania nyame beye enti meji atumu no key condition me say mechitafo a eni omo ndi ni ye ya expunge be brady if delegate list mo Madina ya suspend e binu mo so ne oti ho ya suspend no twice Mental that say suspend you being pre
suspension on suspension.
So, yes, that's so. Na ebinom nso ye tweomo ekogina court. Ye di ebinom nya adidi ebebre atem. Yen reinstate safoni na from branch ebinom branch executives ye yi omo from positions.
But how many people near can answer me?
Oh, numerous.
I wouldn't to mean kind.
Oh, numerous mean to me kind.
Only a branch executives?
Yeah, you or my firm positions.
Constituency executives become?
They be ward executive.
Ward executives.
Ward executive back one, Madina West coordinator. Omo fa kwan koti kwan bi switch in the position feeling say. Eye minti, e friend alaji momoni. Ti Mrs. Afoni na no ye reinstate yom. Ye reinstate yom we no the constituency executive committee must make a conscious deliberate effort to reach out to all my support base for appropriate truce, genuine reconciliation. Na mpenifo eka se Messi for mama ko foldu me arms entenase
Koye adwuma
na men koye adwuma emmoa na ye maximize his excellency JM the votes na yen retain your seat in so ma the sitting MP honorable Sosu na se meye adwuma aboa MP no so unim se sensempi efore ne ho efa LGBTQI+ nsem no menso me ka ho ne draft bill as say a presidential assent ma ye advocacy greatly against that phenomenon minti tesuo and to form and Santa Fe me somonti in particular iti omwa me and omwa ne ho na me moa no so he should distance himself if he side no publicly or ye no sana Madina fo bi atia no sweat me ye adwuma de ni anka wo se me ye ma me ho no me ye ni na make sure se me de beboa no na my final condition a condition and statement unsa maboka pa me share say right from your friend was saying before primaries preparation for primaries every eba bepem
vetting.
Yes, after vetting and so post vetting independent maboka bebre better kani na catch penifo no say emuka pre me here I don't need any compensation
Uboka beze
o me na ha emmo bo
by eso
but me de ni na ache NDC ehun hia se obi ma me se party no ka so mo time sika ma me kura me hia yam fasika no enkoye party ejuma yam famre Madina kura na yam fanye Madina ejuma I don't need it enye se me wona ebu me so but me ni party condition a ye wo mu sisia as a party in opposition ye hia a lot of resources oman no muso resources ye hia doso
party ni niska me hia ska
NDC niska me kase NDC niska me koje me de ache. It is my contribution.
But this was not a demand. Said okay, send nipa we see from my mom no akono na was enketua kama. It is not on the party.
Me here hwe. You know, me here capre.
Yes, can be every party.
You are spending me here skin fee or no honorable Sosu. Me here skin fee party no be entua me hwe. I have sacrificed that and I give it out.
Even did Oboka.
Let me tell you. After vetting, a lot of my followers, including those who are even today accusing me, Samakojiska, were pushing me to go for my filing fee and then the fee for the nomination form. Because I'm saying, let's leave it. One of the modalities every political party, a degenerative revenue,
no. Now you're entitled to it.
I don't need it. Party no catch me. I have never the chairperson for the Greater Accra Regional Vetting Committee, lawyer Barbara Samoa. Bonenum Tuoka said, I have never been a member of the NDC before. So say I have never been a member of the NDC before.
Is one of the grounds they did disqualify?
Yes. I have never been a member of the NDC. Then they say, me quarter nomination form I filing in an say. Exactly. But no, now it's history. The exercise or process that had even gone on, any engagements, the press releases, more content, that is actually a fallacy. So, Ajima Ubisha before me, Allah, can be all the Quran to have me the message also. Obi or proof, evidence. Penny for Mokahuna, Mabubudi. Honorable Professor Joshua Labi is involved. Honorable Kofito Tobikwache is involved. Mabo Ambassador Major General Kalmodi, Ambassador Sylvanus Tamakulo, Ambassador Umar Sanda, Mr. Peter Mahama. All of them are involved.
Including the MP himself.
Including the MP himself.
MP also come.
Yembisa omse. Any of them omunim se magisika. They should come and prove it.
Honorable Sosu emekanse
unyiska magiska. Honorable Sosu mekase wama me kapre. I don't need a dime from him. I don't need any money from anybody.
Ebiana nyiska, ebiana ye dime, ebiana ye car, ebiana ye.
Okay.
Yes. Emudie hin.
Obiama mi ahonya bia, obiama mi car, obiama mi ska, and I don't need it for this process.
I want to read something. Now, me party nankasa statement debeto abonten on this matter. After say wajiatum say wa rescind the decision. It was signed by Honorable Abraham Amaliba. And he is the director of conflict resolution of the NDC. Now, I mean, kind the very first paragraph, no portion B. Now, made the ebisa because said you make your demands. And demands I will make here and you go okay. My main free the very first paragraph, and this is what it says that peace finally returned in the National Democratic Congress Madina Constituency, and this is what they say. Okay. In an inspiring demonstration of unity and commitment to the greater good, Prince Moses Zakaria, an independent candidate for the Madina Constituency parliamentary seat, has decided to withdraw from the 2024 parliamentary elections. He has graciously chosen to support Francis Xavier Sosu, the candidate running on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress. Quote from here, this crucial decision was facilitated by the NDC Directorate for Conflict Resolution as Directorate saw it necessary to garner members of the reconciliation team to engage all necessary stakeholders with the singular aim to restore peace within the party. Now, I say, the journey to this resolution was not a simple one. That means no as more than because the occasion it required patience, understanding, and shared vision for the future of the party. The NDC reconciliation team, led by Professor Joshua Alabi, who deputized Johnson Nesiedin Ketia, engaged in extensive consultation with Prince Moses Zakaria through a series of dialogue and negotiations. The team successfully brokered an agreement that exemplifies the spirit of cooperation and mutual respect that is at the heart of the NDC's ethos. So, negotiations. Mu negotiate. Something might have been committed to. Be say in-state members BFC say also delegates our party name or constituency name. Maybe those were some of the things you demanded. But what amongst their lot and a net touch of heart say we are. I am coming back to the NDC.
Good. Okay. Sambi brain Kasama Sambedin.
Yes.
Truly. Key one borders on myself. If you Google my name right now, ubehu nsemboni a yaka afa me ho nyina. Ba ko ye letter bi a omo purport to say efi Speaker of Parliament ho. A etanishi me image. Ba kon so ye constituency NDC constituency secretary. Ekoka say I am an ex-convict. So make I say to rescind my position. The Honorable Sitting MP and all those involved. In fact, back also they say Honorable Kofi Totobi Kwache say oni me da. Me ejuma man da. Me ejuma and I know for the NDC. So all those names are involved and hold the press conference and tell the world the truth about what they know of me.
This is what you demanded.
Oh, yes, of course.
And no can say true. Because
for now, that task force, behind me, they did a background check on me, a criminal record, and I was cleared. I would say I've never been an ex-convict before.
There's a one guy's and pattern anywhere in you.
So we may push for this. So in the negotiation, and we a key.
Now there's a pattern clear with you.
Clear me to the general public. I mean to the world. Now me and one so I new moon dini no. Almost ye ba me make sure say ye be reinstate you more appropriately. And no dear it was upheld. Now me dear ne di kind no. Honorable Professor Joshua Labi etu me fubi. Actually me say amanyo sem na mabewure mu no. Enti ni aya edi me a me complain e ha me me right. Ampa e wo se me so. But in the futu kakra ne experience of person share with me ne say we ni ne keto akra me yin hu hwe ne yesoso sin we beba. So I should brace for that. Now, on no experience of attempting to be contested presidential, be going to presidential primary, and this year for be and the debate say we are 73 or 78 million US dollars from SNIT when he was the board chair. And my Yoko inviting or Coco Clan who Yoko for Ankasampo Musa, those man is just too honest because documents or the battery ne evidence approve here. Eni nenu under Akufo-Addo amamwe SNIT a reward no as one of the best board chair ever. That had vindicated him. Honorable Haruna Idrisu also to me for say me hu hwe na onu the only accusation I am for accusing is on Sabe. Pregnant woman enye ne yere akoda. Bibi has been held at him. So Zach, brace for what is coming. Let it go. Time will vindicate you. Penifo mienu e futu no.
Nemodu.
Emodu me twimu time.
So mu ma me na me homra. Let me go for a quick commercial break. Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM. Abuja my guest Yera Zach. Now, she say what decided not to contest the Madina seat, and I didn't come out, and near ma a PM, the Unya any the way, and ye did home come out, and you may. We'll be back after this. Prince Moses Zakaria, a failed parliamentary candidate of the NDC or Madina Constituency. Now he has also failed in the bid to continue as an independent candidate. But Nina comes to the fact say we decided to say politics, negotiations, Georgia, any idea in our womb, and he's taking that path. I and them in didn't come, but he didn't come on a clear the air. What I say. sika akwaji ye no na ye 10 cedis ana ye 50 Ghana cedis was we nya kapre eno de ayasema enwanwa afutu ahodo ampanfo di tu no ene ne dem ewo ne demands bi o make ye ewo NDC so no ena afi ababe asemfofra meneno edi home komo wuti mo happy 98.9 FM live on our social media platforms now here nkomo yi said esiko Prince so who demands ne bi a o make here munye open apology no near the clear within so to say ama
yes
because very to for say church
sure so ofan penifo mienu or more experience in politics. In fact, in the political space of Omaimuha, a waitia, who am I? May only a fly when it comes to political knowledge or practical political knowledge, so far as they are concerned. So I took their advice in good faith. Then, but I consoled myself, say, inshallah, time will do the vindication. So. And Emma made drop that aspect. So it was a good negotiation put by NDC in Penifuono that made me to drop that aspect. But they upheld the second one, and which has become the first to ensure say mechitafuono eno omuhu hiame because enyo muntia nka Manya Zak I munime ewo Madina. So eno de ehu hia me gina so pinti ema omo ka se omo bema fake ankasa ebetu the functional executive committee of NDC ankasa ebetu ho anamo and make sure say that is done in Madina. Enche bia inshallah penifo ebetie sim aba Madina. Na omodi atuye so far as mechitafo no are concerned.
So, me no ka say there yes the party enya their party na betena bonten abeka say but me free her from grounds be they disqualify or vetting him say when your party but and some of the words you heard say me no ka say do you feel NDC?
Baby, you know, intrinsically, no, me NDC. The last interview, you pushed me to answering some questions. I declined from doing that because see onto me fin wa bonting. Where the NDC is involved, means see to me fin. The National Democratic Congress is a big congress. A Susan MPP. It didn't huni.
NDC Susan MPP.
It didn't huni say MPP.
NDC didn't huni MPP.
Yeah. We open facts. NDC amamu na the sacrifices the leadership of NDC compared to the luxurious open belts. Policies are more tightening your belts. Debbie, NDC and more chrono, our memo, NDC a drain on my now, Yanum a washwa, chrono ball left, right, center, near ye hospitals are ye see, and yet pushing at University of Ghana, before pushing, I only think UGMC, and would have been under lock. Yen push at terminal 3 cry, ya. Any person coming some His Excellency HJM and a C and in pony issue. Military Hospital, Kumasi, it is still under law. Because HJM they see it's almost the inform one some crown to China. NDC didn't huni. The Congress is a bigger one and a very important one for that matter. NDC and Fume. Because I said me there some elements within the NDC in their own interest, parochial interest. No more pese or more scheming, any or more plot ebe muntino. Ena omudi mi ewu omudi mi sa abone no na nye NDC
in the party no na sanction
wohwe nsama conflict resolution directorate they ato dwa na yehwe ye mpenifo omo ahokeka unim nsama mpenifo ene me kae kai me se wanye bi kura kakra bi aye no wanante pen waye amani na ndwiringu because of a binum ne yenti ofa itwa se ebitie because yen hwe ne ye hwe china se ene mababe ye member of parliament ewo Madina na me party na woso manfa nindi ama me mpenimfo mababe ye member of parliament udwen se ebe mani omo anamontu ebe kose.
But I recall in our last engagement, we indicated say we are co-independent. But what are so do party? Na Madina for share when munyamnu ma ukudura. Unimkwanya abefa so abebo NDC no rather in parliament.
Automatically.
Yes, said they now can.
Automatically.
So then why did you have to rescind? Because you had the party at heart.
Yes, automatically. If I had gotten to parliament, inshallah, I would have worked with the NDC. Na mpenifo nsamka ene omo abem omampeni dada nkasa de na no atum mintimi buni nintia na survey so a ya ye hu se mi wo mu a ne mpenifo ekere me no se ya ye survey mi wo mu a etimi dwam ema ya nom fm enti sesa na ebeba dia mamenye mame na King Solomon apen so ye ba bedwa ne bam esan se ne kura ne no konse akola ne yo no ne dia ne kura no so ye ndwam ne anya ne dia se ye ndwam ti me dia me se akola ne ye me dia se ye bedwa ne mu a obewu na aboye nyina dia emfa no ma ne anya ne dia no na dachi onyi a ye nyina edi ne so mfa so yetimi asoma no
na je se nka wo race ni mu a according to the NDC survey, nanka best split votes. MPP for winning.
Exactly, men winning anka best split votes.
Until na party ni sure say e bia na went to me winning. That means the party ni will sure be say you being in the race in a bit me a seat and a bit me a seat na.
The possibility is high. The possibility was higher. It was high.
And then my baby say my next question say mpenifo ahodo ya woka enese omu enu di nkomo yi Zak na say ohu aye hu pa wo constituency ho because the people you are mentioning my can say are the key organs move the NDC party currently omu nyina ba ona se no be kasa bin mo frɛ phone so and all that means NDC hu say wo hadwen ho constituency
and yes me hadwen and yes me hu na ye hu ana ma e too important but NDC party no the congress no party a epe nkabom epe unity na edi ni hu ni and as I'm speaking with you Samri you know one if there is anything the NDC can ride on so high and be proud and boastful of is the momentum and spirit of unity that the party is carrying along. So mpenifo yi empese ba kumpo be fi ato.
See how recently with this decision sit no walk in the park for NDC or Medina na
Inshallah very easy.
So Sube winning no
Inshallah so Su will retain it for the NDC inshallah.
Obeye Juma for Sosu.
NPP I have given a condition as soon as it is fulfilled I will work assiduously and ensure that Honorable Francis Xavier Sosu will retain the seat for the NDC.
It's been weeks after our conditions no the my emodo do say no more meeting.
Oh, afia na yewie. Nti afia na process no inshallah I'm very certain say by the close of a fortnight everything will have been done.
Including members here suspended.
Oh, yes. I know they are near crying at the heading. Say almost the dark a year. Di sabi nyamra some constituency executives no mo yes ano anye omo usual who ye anye nti eno na easy cry.
Nti say yeah can say you personally at a point when your membership was in doubt. Oh,
I mean, answer say Honorable Francis Xavier Sosu. Oh yes, I the declaration of the stance in the Hofinia LGBTQI plus no. Coming here say obey post about Kumpubio.
I can me baho. It's a different subject I wanted to touch on. Say one kasa o membership as an NDC member no. Say no. If you say you're intact, you feel say the rank and file of the party, or constituency, regional and national, have come to realize that we NDC Nimapa in future, we could raise Bimuanga say, membership is in doubt.
Automatically, membership assembly automatically because say, Omo Musa me a member of the party. Say in the first place, they wouldn't have come to have the negotiations and dialogues with me. So that alone is an indication that the leadership and those who matter in the Congress, who say, I am a comrade.
Now back to demand that will make you honorable so say on distancing from the LGBT community specifically at the end of
it's as simple. I mean,
I want you to address him. What at the end of person will achieve from that declaration? A declaration,
what do I want to achieve? Boss, me a ceremony. Me obi a metu me ho esi ho. Say e fa sa sebe nyamra asem na me kuetia comprehensive sexuality education ye ko amedom ye kutia National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values. Yakutia ye kopem se na po Ministry of Education no e drop no. Ye konya kopem se bill ya ba be du bebie du a Oluman in fact mami take this opportunity o mampeni na ado danko Akufo-Addo. Yesrew consider age bebia wenyi edu se unim se ye nyi na na ye ben nyame. Yenyi na na eben yame enieme bi wo ho a when I was 20 years na me ye no ene bia medu menye ye koso nyina no na oben wadaka mo na nti na e wo sa oben unyame na okudu ne ho a wetime yi wa no aka nti sei na me ye mesro mampeni na unyi a ukọ nyina no oben yesre nyame se onto nkwadam mum na emum eden a wo bekọ ho na ukone nyame bisa o se ye de trumu bill bi betu wenim se sign na ye nyan nkola memua sebe omu trumu papaye na oba ne oba enyan nhyiemu na mema na otweto ho aka se wonye o mampeni ya manyame misa o ma won ka se wentimi anye na wo na wo ho kwan se obeye na wo kwa wetimi atete ho efi nyame sa asembisa no
nti Honorable Sosunzo nyade
ono nso and distance ne ho
Honorable say we can twi say
on ti ne ho fi sa de on mekire un say ye de
ade wo ye bia na
de bi onye bi eno de minim onye bi minim say
Honorable Sosu we di na
minim say onye ge ono ankasa to nanum tuo e ka say we defending him in court as a human rights lawyer ena ne ye ne kasa bi o kasa ti abiel no e ma ye na hu se sa TV3 interview no se owo soft spot e ma sa ne ye no nti Madina nyina de kremofo dodo nyina bu afu
unim se woni Madina fu
so ma kasa ti an wo sa de no
nti wonim se Honorable Sosu de ba na LGBT se ma o support om ana anye bia no eduru ne nchen ogo no homa om sana akwa
me da sesa na ejidie no tie sisi amete ha until say we aba abonten aba be declare atu nenu tuo a kire say de bida oni omo eni chaka bia on support om non support nso biom until then no minti mi empie ene no enante enko na me koka den but
so on your declaration now.
oh yes
Uni ni tracking bia kokoye ntimi nya adwuma ma no.
Nyamesom eye nyamesom. That is my belief and my principle. It is my faith. And I have to remain hinged to my principle. I can't penny for now. It's part of the negotiation and it has been agreed upon. So yeah saying so he will come out, inshallah. And once he does that, the posters I will take that burden. The posters I'll take that burden.
Say wow be
oh my posters now more GM. We need to retain the seats. If he does it, we need to retain the seats. And your friend was saying, me billboards, me transfer, amano. Me a banners no on them. That is when the condition is met. And no, they are saying
so Obano between anti-LGBT
part of negotiations now. Yes, it was part.
Emma Ojitum say Obaba so Obaba
Wajatum. Yeah, or chair or and they say on support one. Me nkasa no or kasa on support one. Now, oh yeah, human rights lawyer. Nijumo ye no. Me believe strongly. They say sabe sadie no. And human rights, not just my belief, but it has been proven and established, say, LGBTQI plus phenomenon has nothing to do with human rights issue. So I'm principled.
It do what we are with.
I'm pretty funny in any. Non-negotiable.
And so far, I turn the declaration, no?
He has shown good faith so far.
Only didn't go more.
Only made in common after only made in common say he's willing and committed to clear himself of that.
JM, you are aware of and you may be a ubisano any partner so many.
O man penida the name near Cosuina. Unimia Madina, unimse Madina than Akomas, unimse Otna Madina. Or Warre Fufro, Madina not na Madina na. So Madina, one of the constituencies as a one Kobolea, he could have contested, he would have been the MP of Madina. So she knew her Koswa Unimu.
Yaka say ye din komwe minim say 18 Medina and so ewo ensem bia bia o mbepe so mo de ba mi so say mo de be man ye o Facebook and o mani ade Zak anu mo from
yes sir
Zeze ukoye ba e upi abonten say na supporters nso ka kire odi asem go tu o manim
tension wo high unim say bebre wo ho a dodo na de o makoma edi mechi pa nti enye asamde emma bebre no na echopa na mekoso pa o mo say akwakoba no say na omumfa enche na nyame enka omakoma na yeyina yenkoso enye ejuma emoa akatamanso congress no na chinie no so yeyina betimi akwase
me assure say na reasons we ho until cast or be contest apart from say party no AUC in China yawa ewum omu edi wachi no so bibia obetimi aye for the constituency na ye dey
me wo ayemie na me hwa Madina damakoma so me Madina ni akwala
me be de wo kan ye dey me dey toto me tie free wo a na mafa na say susuni nti they would have preferred you rather
well and they mean to me
because anything omuzu ebedi we
sure me na naka omo chichire Madina ho nti Madina ye kura edamakoma so na me hwe emebun dodo na ejume ni ho na me hwe sania niam ato apansa enye mpi wasede se obeye sa obedi ejuma beba na osiesie kuro osiesie akwan mo nemom as a legislator no uye an element of development you also help to precipitate to development our constituency will find yourself into new nanka me pese ya boa pa na ye peja Madina na ne nyame amana koba no enu nie se mentimi enya sa akwanye amfa moa daachi bi nyame adom na adom yen na omame akwanya fufuro bia se bia MP bi o ma na se sisi ampo a maba beye obi a me so community na recognize me no any other way bia facet bia of endeavor metimi dia boa se futuo se consultation na ya pija Madina no I am committed and I'm not going to sit back.
Nti no mo hwe anim se obeba na uyi obi a oyam ye mebo a no mo hwe anim se obeba na waboa ma manya mpuntuo mebo a ti no mugidie wo mu wo ane di wachire no ejidie wo mu se wo de oba eniema bekoye adan na wan kan no amuma mfa ma no bu so se we na manfo edi machi
so yes and no ho adwuma na enne ye nia ono wo ene ne da ne pono so a ode so Madina fo me so me de mebo no tofa e de aka ho ama no na ono so asom na ye de ama Madina asori gina eno ne frɛ no complementary efforts so nyame adomo a me pray say all said and done everything conditions met and no be pray na nyame adom ne agitu mi no to ho me kola adwen a me wo anka me so me pese me implement no me de be kan de ho na ya mama Madina egina ne na so afa ne to ma pefra
no krese nya ntiase bi se after 2024 manunko baako we are wabesinako
debi my sa kind of agreements na nya the kind of agreements that you will ever find me doing because the ceremony mami kan be intro me be fifie bia I ensure I don't forget to kiss my kids. I ensure not to hurt my kids. I don't want them to get sad before I leave. I ensure that they will be happy. In case I'm a konoma ma, ni omo de be kai me. Ne say me mo ni je answer. Omo hu me.
Your last moments.
Yes, me pesa akwala no be kai me say me bo no me ma no sunu ye answer. Why am I saying this? Me pie bia minim say ade chimi bia na ane nyame die hira me no. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I can go at any time. So why should I go sit and negotiate say ko achina na anto me no, not the kind of negotiations I will go into. You won't find me there.
Zach, you're Prince Moses Zakaria.
Oh yeah, no.
And you Edin Komo fact sheet. Na ye all children say negotiations ye be akoso or the demands be to her. I was for meeting. But the any emuno and as I can best say Misubio, Sikanim.
Debi skin. A Japadi nim, him. The answer is also upon. Only what kind of this year? I say, Honorable Robert Lamte, Mammy Camry. Yeah. Toyota Camry. Who car the buy? Who car me buy a car with the new crime in your car. The car pass. Sonata, who now sonata, rickety one. Median, Madina in any of mechano. I know I said that the mononesia. Let's say, Honorable Robert Lamte, Uti, and I say. Camry no one, Patrick me be a one, me metamna, me misa home condition. Se condition be a new no strings attached now the chemias, humanitarian effort, say in I Madina for Medawas, Mebabeji. But when you feel the woman who transit didn't come away, no, we see no more sorry phrase. Onya sanya nkomodi a yekwakọ yamfesika asema na ejapadia na bibia nkoto ya na honorable sosunzu nye commitment mame kan bibi njiro honorable sosunzu nye commitment me batie say me de eto apono so nti me de eto apono so no e na me de ka ho say in this negotiations I will not want anything whatsoever as Allah is my witness. I will not want anything whatsoever. This gentleman is also my witness in all the negotiation. Haruna, Isa, and then Isa Al Hassan. They've been with me throughout. I will not want a dime. I will not want anything. Honorable Amadou Sorogo is my witness to this. Alhaji Abdurrashid Nayak, Unim Alhaji Nayak. Yes, he's my witness to this. Honorable Ambassador Sanda, and then Honorable Alhaji Fuseini Chokosi.
It's eventually
Yes, he is my witness. Omuina, penny for me, Bomudina. Say, Capre, maybe the two horses mean here, Sika, mean peshy. I'm telling you, a bit no more. Me circles, more move for me. That was our decision.
You don't be saying through you. Have you lost some?
Oh, baby, on one point, try being much on home, say me, say, I could just scan there, but a beer on one can on bear. Unia, Sika, but any Nina. It doesn't do all. It doesn't do all. Senka me will be a major Sika. Sir, anti-LGBTQI plus advocacy. Only my approaches are paying any Sika, and that's why yes, I will be.
You are in a position be in the hopes a party ni be winning power, and then a bar beating my position be.
I have not negotiated for any position whatsoever. They are banding around Zak Madina MC. I have not negotiated.
That be a bodia, and yet because of this.
I have not. That
be bodia as MC for Madina.
MC for Madina.
A very coincidence.
MC for Madina.
And I know me.
Yamema non paremi.
Abros.
Oh, they be mami PRO for Madina Municipal Assembly crime members. What I say? Oh, mami PRO.
Not in a position as
oh, they be.
But you have the opportunity to serve the people.
I will serve the people in other capacities, not to be an MC. So this was a message to those in Madina. How much they say that was Niameni? No. And your mama PRO crumple the but MC no.
Baby, I went in Medina said the whole city. Do you feel this is winning 2024?
In Medina or nationally? Nationally. Oh, NDC has won the election. You know why the Congress has won the election? It is not the election 2024. It's not a contest between NDC and MPP. It is a contest to rescue and redeem Ghana from the rot, salvage Ghana from the rot that has been perpetrated by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Principally Bawumia, who is Dr. Bawumia, who happens to be the vice president, and not only that, but the economic management team, the head of that.
NDC in some way in area.
You know who is going to? You know who is?
So campaign.
Only on the policy ballot na NDC. And our brothers here, the technical guys here. Mona mube make you buy.
Every year that's what we do.
That's what you do, but you do it.
Every year is a job for the year.
You do it chiefly because
every year is a job for your outcome for elections.
When you go to the pump every week, we are here to and now pay. What are you want to swan up in our buy?
Hey, Zach, what do you want to? Because I have light.
Do mechania. Me phone, I back off.
Prince Moses Zakaria, I am a guest on fact sheet. Obi Otimeka say na adnata de want to what there. I mean, the eternal no. Sano. Ono na ni odi ho no ebusa no na ni ndi nkomo ene enwumre on fact sheet me twa mo aba wo wrap up in a jiffy. Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM yedin nkomo ahodo na yedwintwenga na ho. My guest on the show Prince Moses Zakaria. Opinion na all praise nka obeko na akwako pre Madina Constituency akunyana as member of parliament. And so party for NDC party etu anamo amane wa ya na dwensa afede etu nkokyere de ekyere nti or the conditions we go here ni musempen for edisu dia ene no ano no wonu kra we no wanya atwe asensan we na benefo nya diso a ono anso beso ma bontoa e de ama the sitting member of parliament anabo soso na ye di nkomoyi ensem bebre e na waka ode egu ho say NDC party no be win election 2024 in fact also ma win awie reasons o ma na kasa ne say Ghana for eho kire wo mu na I'm going to ask Zach Moma Beyebi, NDC was in power before 2016, 2017. In fact, Ghana for any and some more demo and no more. The question NPP bisa and say, na anko ye ade na kyerese mu and they also Ghana for to man.
That's me ya. And omo ebudwa esre echi John Mahama Boniface omo no omo dooso omo a omo dimu kakra wo omo nsem a omo timi bodwa efredom ana omo use media platforms se semudie e desre Boniface ene dooso na ye wo bebre a omo kotuti a echi John Mahama omo nya akwanya ema abontin so de bia omo ko empire omo pa John Mahama cho unim nenti unia okay when we were leaving power okay dokonobo ye fi power ukope single room baby ti se Madina na ye 60 cedis per month 40 cedis crowd and same single room no Madina 600 cedis 300 cedis crowd nia eye kuma cry say wow komu so aweni nje baby adi do no fuel per liter okay nebo dollar rate okay nebo ye cha ho na dollar enu 4 cedis yo cedi enu 4 cedis to a dollar ye June mo ho June around this time 2016 na ye about 3.6 cedis to a dollar and I saying atra 15 cedis onim ni enti ade bia ye ka say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on say ukun adrea then how dey chichire no
ochi adrea
odi ni podua na chichire na nya sa so Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aoye presidential candidate ma MPP onu atu na nutu ka say if the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you and yes I'm not bro from no kan Central University yes and the exchange rate skyrocketing above the roof. What does that tell you? You don't need a soothsayer or Bawumia to come and tell us again say the fundamentals indeed that he has superintended over the 7 to 8 years now are weak.
Yeah, but the fundamentals are weak. Said the year who hardships man for ATM and also mubewini. So what is the assurance? Say NDC bar, what will happen to these fundamentals? NDC bar, a day and a hardship no ebeye.
Good. One of the key reasons a man for way amambu na kwaya fun say yemfa resources and shebibia ehu hia wose ye de hye. Omo kobo bosia no say euro bond market no omo atum omo ase oman no koko board omo egu no sika bi anim omo kogigi sika na omo achedi saa keke. I'm telling you the truth my brother. Omo kogigi sika na omo achedi enye saa se omo nche ni a eba no sen na emra na omo opposition na omo mu bi ehihye socks colors omo antimi nsi stadium en for omo maame ne omo nana din tutu so be omo ba amamu a sika no gu ho cho a yetimi konya bi obi po house help timi oba se oba be profile oba be fa sika efi ho mpo a oba o ye legitimate no o wia na e wo ho bebre a onya be 100 200 but house help timi nya over 1 million wia over a year chiri ansa na ye ba e be take stock ni ehu eno po ye hu ye take stock ye hu ye kwachi no bi onso osan yi na ye mo hwe ya bossa ba ye mo yetimu ma no mra from kakra 1 million US dollars. US dollars. Uni bibi mami cho meba say sika kese na to say Garrid project. Unim Garrid Greater Accra Resilience Integrated Development Project. Storm drains ni ade nso tutom na le wo mu yi. Omo agi sika no say World Bank asama 150 million, right? Ya ma 200 million bi pen yo. Emu bi 40 million dollars bi fa. Mami ya ye ko hu millions of dollars ni made ko we are millions of dollars wo ne demi. E bi fa ni ministry mu. Ye nya say sika na ye nya bi pen ye de ye nepa. NDC e de ye nepa. What will UGMC? UGMC, University of Ghana Medical Center. What
talking about hardships?
Hardships, beba from. Hardships,
they're not confused.
That's the
key thing I'm for.
Near hardship. And what hot it through pan say, Jume gu, ya tutu jumem. A lot of businesses have left the shores of Ghana because taxes are too exorbitant. Omo ni adwin bia sabe the men omo ni adwin bia omo de be raise revenue. Omo de be big tax corporate tax ni e maso. John Mahama, His Excellency Oba, yet nuisance taxes ye yini na efi ho. Under the 24-hour economy, omo mbe operate in that space, you know. Ya mom heavy tax holidays. Enti omo betimi enya leeway ebie omunjuma mu no mo employ nkrofo bebre aye sunu ni ejuma ye na utility bills nso a na ekosoro.
Enti mo beti so.
Ye beti so.
Mo beti utility so.
Ye be onim.
Mo beti taxes so.
Ye beti taxes so.
Now utilities much as
utilities are from because there are tax components be a war utility bills.
Mo beti utilities no so.
Meant na ha entimi more mo figures in chiro. But policies are H.E. Mohammed's administration e de betu dwa no. Ebema taxes aba from ama economy no mu ahenhan na sika abem na amanfo nso ho atom. Sisi ano stromi enu ama eni hanhan. Nkrofo ebubo yen sutro left right center na ya pempem. Why? Because omo sika no ba omo atena so. Omo di akogu omo mpaase. E na omo di enye so hwe omo so bebre ni nyina ye octogenarians na nogenarian omo nyi mpenimfo hwe ye ma mpani bebia ni ejedu. Omo mpani unim se obeye ne campaign okoton ne papa fie. The papa Japade only so ton ye no the year campaign.
What has that got to do with the
got to do with that because some people are amassing state resources, state wealth. You go na that chibi ni ye ma sabi omo ye tibon koso for entimi ama meye o man entimi ama meye bibia ama omo ho a omo akoton no omo edi.
They say Madina talking.
Madina, 2 days ago, ni edi kenke wo ho. You talk kenke ba 5 cedis. H.E. Mahama appends obefi amamu mu aban mu 2016 na kenke 1 cedi.
Nti eni da so no ne say mo ba ye beto ne say.
Ye ba kenke no, ye nya ba amamu mu kenke no, say 5 cedis mpo e be bambala.
David. You turn 5 cities. We see man food so yesu.
Because
a
paracetamol size. And do capsule mpo. But you buy bambara.
But you cannot assure say king bobeba.
I can't sit here and say it. But there are policies that will be put in place. Ebema transportation. Uni bibi. Nka ene under His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, superintended EMC Economic Management Team. EMT superintended by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nke wosi yenya eduane de nke wose ye de broye o mangana. Uni mienti. Sa planting for food and jobs. Require planting billboards. San koye diwawa no. Omo planting sika wo omo dem. Nka omo planting for food and jobs indeed. Today we would have been reaping that benefit. You will see proper agric policies you be roll out.
Including planting for food and jobs.
Oh yeah, they are not sloganarians. They be you see the Congress, you know.
But you admit it is a good policy.
It is a good policy if they had implemented. Listen. If they had implemented that kind of policy here, let me tell you one thing. That policy should not be left for one ministry to execute. It is a multi-sectoral policy that it needs a multi-sectoral approach. When you are planting for food and jobs, if you are planted heavily when your bumper harvest with techima, a krebiasi with techima, over than waswa ababegu urban centers maybe here, you need good roads to cut the food. You need a road and highways ministry to
Prince.
Yeah, baba ye juma pa ministries no. Echi joma hama obeti su hum.
Prince Moses Zakaria, my guest on Fact Sheet Happy 98.9 FM on our social media platforms, Happy 98.9 FM, or Facebook, on all other social media platforms. It's been wonderful. Say, Nipa Pay Edin Komo on a number of issues. So we say this here, thanks to the entire production crew led by Isaac Adair and the rest. That will be us. God willing, your best share next week. You're from Reynold Ajman. Till then, God be with us all.